The reason I'm creating this video is I want to create a resource that shows what it looks like for a guy like me who is literally starting at square one, ground zero, with just a desire to build a career that goes from nothing to essentially a professional understanding of what it looks like to be a fix and flipper. My experience has been that pretty much everybody in the fix and flip game that I come across is already at the top, already has a ton of success, is already talking about the figures and how much money they're making all these different properties. But for me, I want to and I value the journey along the way. Literally every step, the grittiness that it takes to get it done, every hurdle along the way, every challenge, every success, those kinds of things are the things that I really want to tune into and I want a resource for. So with that being said, here is day one of my journey to fix and flip my first house and hopefully eventually build that into a fix and flip career. We're jumping the episode. I'm going to show you my goals and my action steps of how I'm going to accomplish that right after this quick word from our sponsor. Faithful Platform is a small private company that works one-on-one with their clients to custom build diamond jewelry. Unlike many other diamond vendors, Faithful Platform custom builds every single order. Not only that, but they guarantee the best price for your product no matter what. So whether you're looking to buy an engagement ring or an iced out Rolex, use the link in the description to get a free quote today. Welcome back to the Money Metcon Show. This show is about how we're using real estate to get our money working hard for us rather than us working hard for our money. If this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and hit subscribe, especially if you want to come along for this particular journey. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'll probably be posting more periodic updates more frequently there. So here are my goals. Let's jump right into this thing. As you can see, there's a blank canvas behind me. That's because in my studio, I've literally broke everything down. I'm moving to Memphis, Tennessee. So naturally, with that being said, Memphis, Tennessee is going to be my target market. From what I understand and the research that I've done, one of the first things you have to do is figure out a target market. So here are my two goals when I get to Memphis, Tennessee. Today is February 2nd, and my goal is to have my first house fixed and flipped by the end of March. So that gives me roughly 60 days to get under contract, get contractors in there, get everything fixed, and then sell the house. Even as I'm saying that, to be honest with you, that sounds kind of audacious, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make a goal and see what happens. So that's part one of the goal. Part two of the goal is I wanna walk away with $20,000 net of profit on this house. So those are my two main goals. How am I going to complete that? What are my action steps to do that? Here they are. In order to do that, I'm going to need, number one, I'm going to need money, right? You need capital to buy the house, and that's not usually as easy or straightforward as most people think. There are several different ways to go about getting that money. Number two is creating an LLC, a limited liability corporation, and that essentially the reason, I'm going to get into all this later, but essentially the reason an LLC is important is because it protects your personal assets from your ventures in real estate. Number three, and this is probably the most important to me, is I need to find a mentor. And I'm talking about somebody who will literally walk me hand in hand from the process. I mentioned earlier that some people out there are charging tens of thousands of dollars to help you, but I am on track, hopefully in Memphis, to find some people that will literally just invest in me and help me get into the game. The fourth thing I'll need is an accountant. I've been told by my lawyer and other people so far that it is very important to understand how you pay yourself once you start getting into these deals, because if you just start gripping and ripping and paying yourself, then there are a lot of tax implications that could come back to bite you. So I need to get an accountant to help me understand how to pay myself as I'm making profit. Then number five, obviously, I have to find deals. And my goal is going to be to find off-market deals. From everything that I've read on Bigger Pockets and all these different resources, the best deals come in off-market deals, which means you have to find them before they hit the MLS or Zillow or whatever, which means there's going to probably have to be some significant connections that I build of people that are already in that game. And then finally, and this is going to sound stupid, but the sixth thing I need is focus. What you're probably thinking is, yeah, no shit. But if you know me and if you're watching this and you know who I am, you know my kryptonite is trying to put too many irons in the fire at once, trying to do too many things. And what ends up happening is I have 5 things going at the same time and none of them get accomplished well. In fact, I would even go a step further and say that anyone watching this video right now that wants to get in the fix and flip game, I would venture to say, and this is from other people smarter than me that have said this and my own experience, if you want to do this, the number one reason that people fail in any kind of business venture is the lack of ability to do the same thing every day over time, consistency over time. So focus has got to be on my list somewhere. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to make a video on each one of these categories, breaking down how I go about figuring all this stuff out and the details involved in all those things. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, come along for the journey. I'm going to create an entire playlist that's going to be somewhere up here where I'm going to document all these steps so that this resource is readily available for my first fix and flip. Let me know in the comments down below if there are specific things that you guys are interested in knowing or questions that you might have right off the bat. Apart from that, stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next episode.